Something just satisfying happened in AI that could affect every single one of you watching this. The biggest partnership in tech history just got torn up and rewritten. For years, Microsoft and OpenAI have been inseparable, but as of today, May 8th, 2026, the handcuffs are officially off. This isn't just a corporate contract update. It is a seismic shift that is going to change how you use AI, how you invest, and who wins the race for superintelligence. Let me break it all down for you right now. Today, Microsoft and OpenAI have officially restructured their multi-billion-dollar partnership into a non-exclusive arrangement. If you have been following this channel, you know this is the news we have been waiting for. Since 2019, Microsoft held the golden key to OpenAI's technology, but those days are over. Under the new terms announced this morning, OpenAI is now free to serve its products across any cloud provider. While Azure remains a primary partner, the monopoly has ended. At the same time, Microsoft has secured more freedom to integrate competing models into its own ecosystem. This is happening right as OpenAI launches GPT-Rosalind, a massive new model specifically for life sciences, and as Meta begins its push with Project Hatch, an AI agent that is designed to live on your phone and shop for you. Why does this restructuring matter so much? It is all about the cloud wars and the birth of AI agents. For the last few years, if a big company like Walmart or JP Morgan wanted the best AI, they often felt forced into the Microsoft ecosystem. Now, we are entering an era of radical competition. OpenAI can now strike massive deals with Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services. This is a technical game changer because it means the brain of the AI is finally being decoupled from the body of the cloud provider. We are moving from a world where you buy a specific AI tool to a world where AI agents are the primary interface for everything. Look at what is happening with the competition. Meta is building an agent called Hatch that doesn't just answer questions, it acts. It can manage your Instagram inbox, negotiate prices with vendors, and operate third-party apps autonomously. Google just shut down its Mariner project to consolidate everything into Gemini. The industry is pivoting from chatting to doing. This Microsoft OpenAI split is the starting gun for a world where different AIs will be fighting to run your entire life across every device you own, regardless of whether you use a PC, a Mac, or an Android. Now, let's talk about the money. This is where it gets very interesting for your portfolio. Historically, Microsoft stock has carried a massive OpenAI premium. The exclusivity ending, we might see some volatility in Microsoft shares as the market adjusts to a more competitive landscape. However, the real winners here could be the other cloud giants. Keep a close eye on Alphabet and Amazon. If OpenAI starts moving its massive compute workloads to Google Cloud, we are talking about billions of dollars in shifting revenue. But the biggest financial opportunity is actually in the infrastructure layer. Just yesterday, Nvidia and Iron announced a strategic partnership to deploy 5 gigawatts of AI infrastructure. That is an astronomical amount of power. We are seeing a shift where AI is being treated like a utility, just like electricity or water. For everyday investors, the play isn't just in the big software names anymore. It is in the companies building the AI factories and the energy systems that power them. On the flip side, traditional SaaS companies, software as a service, are in the line of fire. If an AI agent can do the work of 5 different software tools, why would a business pay for 5 different subscriptions? We are looking at a massive compression of the software market. So how does this affect you in your daily life? Imagine you are a freelancer or a small business owner in the US right now. You likely spend hours every week on digital chores. You respond to emails, you schedule meetings, you update spreadsheets. With the rise of these new autonomous agents from Meta and OpenAI, those chores are going away. In healthcare, OpenAI's new GPT-Rosalind is already being used to slash the time it takes to discover new drug compounds from years to months. This means cheaper medicine and faster cures for diseases that used to be death sentences. In education, we are seeing the end of the one-size-fits-all classroom. AI agents are now acting as 24/7 tutors that know exactly where a student is struggling. They don't just give the answer, they guide the student through the logic. And for those of you looking for a side hustle, the new opportunity isn't prompt engineering. It is agent orchestration. People are making thousands of dollars by setting up complex automated workflows for businesses that don't know how to use these new tools yet. Now, I am curious. Do you think this split between Microsoft and OpenAI is a good thing for innovation, or is it just going to lead to more chaos? Drop your take in the comments. I actually read every single one. And if you are finding this valuable, you know what to do. That subscribe button is right there, and it genuinely helps this channel keep bringing you these updates for free. Looking ahead, I have two big predictions for the next 12 months. First, I predict we will see the first AI agent OS. This won't be a phone or a computer, but a layer that sits on top of all your apps and does the work for you. You won't open an app to order food or book a flight. You will just tell your agent to handle it. But toon asti andi aar tak. Second, I expect a massive legal battle over AI sovereign identity. As agents start buying things and signing contracts on your behalf, the government is going to have to decide, is that agent you in the eyes of the law? We are already seeing India and the EU drafting governance guidelines for this right now. Here is what you should do right now to stay ahead. First, stop looking for AI tools and start looking for AI agents. If the software you use doesn't have an autonomous agent roadmap, it might be obsolete by next year. Second, look at your investments. Diversify away from just the big three and look at the energy and infrastructure companies powering these AI factories. The era of the chatbot is dead. The era of the agent has begun. This is the fastest transition in human history, and if you aren't paying attention, you are already behind. But you are here, which means you are already ahead of 99% of the population. Stay curious, stay informed, and I will see you in the next one where we will go deep into Meta's secret Project Hatch and what it means for your privacy.